Hi everybody, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time I'm doing something, well, different kind of game today. This time I'm doing Journey, the re-release on the PlayStation 4, which happened yesterday, as of this recording. And so I decided to play through it again, because, pretty much I bought this when it first came out in 2011, I think. It might have been 2012, I can't exactly remember. But, yeah, this is a game which I really enjoyed, so I thought, let's do an LP on it, why not? So, let's start a new journey. So, yeah, this was released in... Originally it was released in, I think it was 2012. Made by That Game Company. Really imaginative name for a game developer. And it obviously got a lot of acclaim, and it got a lot of it got countless Game of the Year award nominations and won the vast majority of those. And it was just one of those games which I think everybody was talking about during that time period. And it was just like one of those things where everybody said that you had to play it. It was like a once in a lifetime kind of game. And so I've decided to give this a go. I've never actually played it on PS4. It's the first time that I'm picking it up. So, ooh, hi dude. So yeah, this is my first playthrough on the PS4. I'm just kind of interested to see how good this game looks, and holy crap, this game looks really fucking gorgeous. Anyway, so this is our character. Our character. His name is, well, he doesn't have one. He's kind of nameless. And basically, first thing we have to do, ooh, I like that animation. First thing we have to do is get to the top of this hill, if I remember correctly. So the whole point of Journey, the whole thing that you have to do in this game is quite simple, and I'll explain it once we get to the top of this hill, because I think it should become fairly self-explanatory once we reach the top. And there's the money shot. That looks gorgeous. So yeah, our aim as a Journey is to basically make our way to the top of that mountain with the shining light on top of it. And that's pretty much it. How we do that is pretty much up to the player, and I love that animation. You know, he climbs up hills, and when he goes down a slope he sort of slides. Did that in the original game. And yeah, this is pretty much what we're doing. We're basically going to be making our way to the top of that mountain. On our way we're going to be walking through some very gorgeous areas, and we've just got to see what happens. Yay! And that is pretty much the only thing we can do in this game. I don't think we can jump. No, we can't jump yet. We will be able to jump, but not for a little while, because of the... how do I get up there? Oh, there we go. This is an auto kind of jump slash climb. And here we go. We're at our first little thing here. And these are little altars, I guess. And they are kind of like, and we now get a little lump of cloth attached to us. So if you hold X, it allows you to jump. And and these things allow you to kind of jump higher, I think. The more of these you get, the higher you can jump, and the more you can sort of float. And So yeah, I mean, when this was on PS3, it was an absolutely gorgeous game on PS3. It was definitely one of the best looking PS3 games I've played. Yeah, jump over. It definitely was. It was a very gorgeous game to look at. And you can't jump yet. You've got to have these things have got to attach to you, and then you can jump up. And as you can see, you know, there's different areas we could go to, because we could go over there. You know, I never looked at that originally, so why don't I go over there? Let's go have a look. You don't have a run button. This is your max speed. You got that. That is like a little noise. Apparently, from what I remember, there's only certain things you can do. Like, you know, each person who plays the game will have a different sound and will have a different logo that appears when they make that sound, which I always thought was pretty cool. So yeah, you can pretty much explore this place at your leisure. Just look around, and it's kind of... Ooh, what's that done? That's kind of cool. So yeah, that you shine a light on these things, and it opens some mosaics, which give you a bit of which unlock certain things, I think, during the course of the game, and it also gives you a bit of backstory later on. So for now, let's just move a bit further forward. Let's go over to where those dudes are, those floating things, and then we'll make our way across to the because down there seems to be the place where I need to go. So yeah, these things attach to you and they allow you to jump. Otherwise you can't jump, which is kind of annoying, I guess, but luckily the level is so well... The areas are so well designed that it doesn't really matter too much. So here we go, we got some more people, and we've got the ability to jump, so I'm going to jump up to that shining thing there. Let's... and up, and that should lengthen our... yeah, so that lengthens up. Every one of those you get, the more you can jump. So we should... yep, jump across to here. And let's go up here. Oh, come on, there you go. So now we're just going to power up, shoot that off, and this opens up a mechanism where we get a load of these. Which will enable us to fly a bit, I think. Fly a bit more. Yeah, it's giving us the ability. So yeah, those guys, you use your sound, and they are able to give you a... yeah, so it's a lot of things like this. These are basically the puzzles that you're going to be going through. And the thing is, I could have spent a lot more time just looking around that area. And every time we get to one of these, it's also a checkpoint. But it's also a little bit of a backstory about what the hell's going on, why are you doing this, basically, kind of thing. And it talks you through a little mosaic, which is basically saying that you get to the top of this mountain, you reach the shining light, and you're able to move on to, I don't know, what would you call it? I guess you can call it different things. The Promised Land, Heaven, wherever it's meant to be, the place where these people want to be. And this is sort of also telling you the story of basically that these the ancestors of your people all people did this journey, and this is basically kind of like a tradition that you have to go through. And that opens up the next area. One thing I always liked was, even in the PS3 version, I always liked the design of the people, like the people you come into contact with, and also your own design. I just think it looks really, they're just really well designed. They look really nice. And you know, each area you go through has something different for you to look at, and it also has a different area. And so yeah, the area is pretty much telling you that you're starting off over here and you need to make your way up to over there, and now it's up to you to work out how you get across. And at the moment I don't have enough, and I love that animation of how, so yeah, you're supposed to, there we go, and that opens up this area, so more of these guys show up. From what I remember, yeah, so you open that up and it allows you to get to this point, but that's really not enough at this moment in time. So we need to go find another setup. So let's go have a look. I love how the cinematics don't really take you out of the experience either. It just feels so good. To bring back memories of this game, actually, I just, oh god, I loved my first playthrough. I just loved this game so much. And yeah, you can use the power to kind of, that little noise that you make to bring them closer to you. So, light that up, which brings out a fuck ton more of them, and then that's gonna gives you a more powerful jump, and it also links, does the second, it links the second platform to the third platform, and we've got to do this I think 2 more times. So there's one more over there I can see. The actual animation on the cloth is absolutely gorgeous. Let's hope I'm close enough. Nope. I don't think yeah, I need to jump. Oh, here we go. So we can go up to here. Do our noise. Should give us a load of, yeah. Yeah, and you can just kind of slide up them, and it does the same deal. So up and up again, and it also powers up your jump as well again. So that's kind of useful. And we get loads of them, even more. Look at all those dudes. And yeah, that opens up the way to the next area. Like I say, that's pretty much what it is. It's just it is a way of there's always like a little puzzle that you have to solve within the area that allows you to get to the next part of the game. But I've noticed a couple of things, so let's, because I saw two glowing objects, so let's go over there. There's one over here. If I can get there. Oh, move it, aimless dude. Yeah, there's another one. And that's going to make my cloak longer. Yeah, long cloak. long piece of cloth. And now we're going to... I saw one over the other side, so let's go over there, and then we'll move on. Yeah, so this area is fairly simple, and it actually, this portion, this certain area where we've seen all these, where we've seen the, with that puzzle, basically, is what I'm trying to say, there, join me, my friends. Yeah, there's one. So, can I get up? Damn it! Not going enough. I think I might. Yeah, I know what I need to do. So let's get a few so we can get up. Yeah, there we go. That's got us up. And our cloak's now even longer, so we can fly for longer. I'm actually quite amazed that, because this is the original game was 720p, obviously, and 30 frames, I think. It must have been 30 frames, because I don't think there were many PS3, Xbox 360 games that went up to the, 60 frames per second mark. But this actually genuine. I can certainly tell the difference. Like, from the animations seem a lot smoother. It seems a lot, just the movements of everything just seems to be genuinely a lot more, just a lot smoother and a lot more fluid. And of course it looks, it's something I'm going to say throughout the whole game, but it looks fucking stunning. And we're now moving on to the next area. You can see it in the distance, and that is something which I kind of like, is that, at least with the outside areas of the game, you'll be able to see the guys in the distance. You'll be able to see your target in the distance. So, light them up. Light them up. And let's sit and meditate and have a bit more exposition from one of our elders. Hi, Elder. How are you? You're big. But I have a longer cloak, so ha. Their designs are so fucking simple, but it just looks so impressive. I love it. So anyway, we've seen so far that we've gone through that bit. And then it's sort of a little bit of history of telling us, like, this is what they had to go through as well. That they used different things. It's also telling you that there are multiple people took this journey at the same time, which will come into play later in the game, because during the course of the game you can come into contact with other people playing the game. It's got an asynchronous multiplayer kind of thing, which is kind of cool. Or asynchronous co-op, I guess. And that is telling us the next area, which is a bunch of lit up kind of areas, like a bunch of lit up towers. So we're moving on, and I can fly. Yay! So much fun to fly. The controls of this game are so fucking simple as well. It's pretty much X to jump and fly. Circle, and it's circle to let go, to use your noise making and thing, and that's about it. left analog stick to move. Rather simple and straightforward, which is nice. It's good for beginners.